Oh, hi. Oh, I had a piece of lint over there. I thought you might want to stare at that for a while. I noticed it pretty well. Thing I noticed lately is every video I upload where I'm talking like this, I'm just trying to have some levity, try to let off some steam. You know what I mean? Try to not be so serious in life. I think there's disgruntled discontent bots out there because they can't possibly be real people. I cannot fathom that at all. Bunch of grumpy people with no souls, and I don't mean to be nice if I say that. I don't mean to be a nice person when I say they don't. I don't think they have any souls. Really, soulless, grumpy people. I was just having a fun time. I was just acting, and I was trying to heal myself by, just having a little bit of humor, before you go out into the day where you're supposed to do, all these rote things and tune into everybody's slow ascension into growing old, weaker, people developing health problems, and dying, and then causing a great fuss of sum of money for somebody to pay for their funerary arrangements and all that. So this feller here told me to seek help. I was pretending to be Australian. I went, all right, mate, and I had a little bit of fun. I played my guitar. As a Deacon Junior 5473. He says he's one of the many people. I was working on other stuff too. I'm not just I don't I'm not a just a, I'm not a damn fool, might you say? Maybe sometimes. And another thing, I said I'm your alien lesbian from hell. Your patriarchal male devil, can't you tell? So this is a little song I wrote in between doing serious stuff. I was doing serious stuff where I put my heart, my soul, and my spirit into it all. It seems the world is a piss pot of cranky people because they know that the economic downfalls present upon them, and there's not really much of a future or anything. But they can kiss my ass. No, I don't want them to kiss my ass. I don't want to have like hepatitis situations or anything like that. I don't want to feel my own life falling down and worse. Because these people that just are nothing but hasty all the time. See, the aspect, I have to explain it, I suppose. I have to explain it, and then it's not worth it at the end anyway, because everybody's already gone by the time the explanation is present. It says, I'm your alien lesbian from hell, your patriarchal male devil, can't you tell? And it was just about how everybody's outraged at one another, and they feed and fend off of not really finding a pact between one another, and represent their identities at having things that they're against rather than for. So I made a little song about that, and then I kind of poked fun at the idea that I'm going to do nothing but get into trouble for trying to point it out in the first place. So that's that part of that. The other thing was this Deacon Junior 5473. Somebody, it's just a blib. It's just some blib. There's all these blibs out there, and you have to take the arrows for the world if you're even going to have a little bit of fun and be a little bit of kind of a stringent bastard child and all that. So this is strange for me because I have a lot of shit I have to deal with in my own life and anything to be sure and certain about that. Obviously, I don't know if you could tell or sense that by any means, but I'm a sober human being. I don't get a lot of sleep very much. I've been trying to exercise a little bit more lately and feeling good regarding that. I think a lot of tension that stores into the core of the being gets released when people do things like exercise. So, I mean, that's a very new thought. I think that's a very recent discovery, isn't it? But anyway, apparently it grabs more attention, people seeing faces and sitting down and talking, because the other stuff that I've been doing and working on, for better or worse, because that's where it comes to the agreement. If somebody doesn't like the creative stuff you're doing and it's from like the inside, and you're trying to just explore and experiment and all that, and then other people like or don't like it, that's a little bit easier to roll off, with people, agreeing to have different vantage points of sound and everything. Personally, I love sound. Personally, I'd rather use rock and roll as a cathartic mechanism for healing and spiritual aid, while the other people that do the bowl spinning stuff and the blah blah doo doo and all that kind of thing, I think oming actually has an intent of I think it vibrates it for whatever reason, get oxygen balance through pranayama breathing and do vibratory practices, but all the slow stuff and everything like that, for me, listening to really good rock and roll songs is what it does because I don't need to slow down. In fact, I want to go faster. In fact, I want to be more hyperactive. But anyhow, yeah, I just wanted to address that I'm noticing that, especially on YouTube, it seems to be a cesspool of negativity. And I'm pretty negative myself sometimes too, but I try to, challenge it into sardonic expression. So I'm not saying there will be any less of this happening by any means. It's just kind of surprising, this new age of the World Wide Web we are in, with what we refer to call normies, really did take over. And the developmental attitudes of negative attitudes don't seem to be so commonplace anymore. Instead, you're supposed to apply yourself to the total norm and do all the same boring, boring, boring stuff, all the unimaginative crap, you know? I had a verbal report on my feelings of jaundice just the other day, and it was not meant to be taken seriously at all. It was just fun for me to say. So, I didn't know people could get riled up about that. I didn't feel like I'd be a target or anything for that kind of thing. I mean, there's a video of a woodpecker, and everyone, it's all right and everything too. But the fact of the matter is this is all just in between stuff, you know? It's all in between stuff. I'm really just setting to making instrumental journeys and doing little novellas and everything. And you might, so everyone, I understand the whole idea too. You're just doing outsider art, alternative art, and you're just doing art, whatever, and it's not going to go anywhere and this and that. And it's like, yeah, that might be true and everything, but I feel happy doing that kind of stuff. But that doesn't get any real involvement with anything at all. Like, if, it's like people wanting to see something they disagree with, and then they have some inner sort of problem going on in their lives, and they just want to lash out regarding that. And it's weird for to experience that. Because there's a Peach Child, War Child song, and then Wayside Memoirs from the Other World. It kind of mixes in actually being a character and having a face and a personality and all that. But that's just very intriguing to me, how much actual venom that there is out there, and the ability for people to just be like absolute jack-offs and everything in a way that's not very developmental, because you can't really do anything about it. And I don't know, it's just weird, strange, because I just prefer to have fun in this life. I don't really take it very seriously at all on a public level. Internally, all the stuff people might gander to find interest about hearing anyone talk about, internally, I think are private matters. So that person, uh, Deacon Jr. 5473, maybe you're the one that needs help, Deacon Jr. 5473. Maybe you're the one that needs help, because you're just a screw off going around trying to bring everyone else down all the time. And I was having fun, and I'm still having fun. I'm going to keep on having fun.